Kevin Brennan. He goes on Monday morning. Now, normally Misery Loves Company comes out each weekday at 4 p.m. But he decided he needed to come on early on Monday morning to give me a piece of his mind. Because we talked about him on the most recent episode. I put out a clip on Sunday. He saw it. And he's none too pleased with me calling him a liar. I don't even know what I was lying about. We'll get into that, Kevin. Yes, you do. Don't play dumb on me now. But this is a disaster because Kevin tries to go on. He's just by himself. Well, Adam, his producer, is with him, not physically. But he cannot be helped, unfortunately.
Still Ray, he's about to call Shuli. What in the fuck is going on with this fucking thing? Jesus Christ.
I should point out, too, this is the funnier part. And he's having a very rough week. We'll get into that. But he tried to do a live stream before this where it just had the banner up that showed his merch. And you hear him breathing and clicking on his mouse and stuff. And it just sits there for 10 minutes and then it goes away. Then he starts up a new stream. So he's already having problems. This is the stream where he's actually, you can see his face and he's talking. And I don't know if he knows that he's on right now. It doesn't look like it. He does. He's trying to get his computer working or something.
Wow. I really am losing it.
Yep.
I can't. My computer is not fucking doing anything. Wow.
The camera's working.
I don't think he knows that at this point.
This is really bad.
Yeah, it sure is.
Absolute fucking shit. I can't even scroll up and down. Have you tried turning it on and off again? Yeah. Yeah, it's always, I'm always an idiot. I'm an idiot.
That's
Go ahead. Adam, if you're here, if you could help in any way, I don't know what.
Hello?
I can't even scroll up and down. I don't know what's going on. My computer's shit.
So right there, you just heard Adam come on the stream.
Right.
Like he does. And say, hey, yeah, I'm here. Kevin does not hear him.
Yeah.
He cannot hear him at all.
So I guess you're not here. I guess you're here, but you're not here. Adam, can you hear me? Adam.
Super chat me $20 if you can hear me.
You don't have to be live on StreamYard.
Hello?
You can work this shit out.
Adam. Hello?
I don't think your headphones are plugged in.
Okay, but I can't hear you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been talking to you this whole time.
So Adam comes out, he goes, your headphones probably aren't plugged in. I'm talking to you, you can't hear me. He goes, so why can't I hear you?
Yeah. Can you imagine if that's all it was? It's just like not plugged in.
It might be.
Okay, can you hear me when I'm talking?
Yes.
Okay, I plugged it in. I don't know if it wasn't plugged in.
Yeah.
His audio sounds weird too. I think it's picking up from his laptop microphone because I don't think his headset is plugged in at all. It's not connected. What's very possible is that he has the wrong thing selected in the settings for his audio.
I have to make sure that is set
yes.
correctly every episode that we record. So it's probably just an easy step that he skipped.
I don't think it was plugged in.
Wow.
He just hangs up on him. Thanks a lot.
Gotta go.
Well, he didn't hear anything you just said because he doesn't.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, nothing's working.
Yeah,
All right, I was going to talk about Carl, but maybe I'll just wait till 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock. This is too much. I can't get any no one's available.
He couldn't wait to come on and shit on me. And this is what happened to him. You know, once we discovered aliens, I thought, okay, we can all agree there isn't a God now, right? There's aliens. But now I'm not sure.
The new guy, I texted the new guy, DM'd the new guy. He's literally not available.
Oh, another person that doesn't like you. Go figure.
So I was watching a Carl. This is a good show.
Still gonna do
so
it
I was
anyway?
watching a Carl. No, I know. I know.
Jesus.
So
I
you're
know.
gonna
Everyone's
Stuttering
winning
John.
but me. Everybody's winning but me. Adam, you're still not here?
Adam's like, I'm not going to
Wow.
All right.
I'm confused. Oh, I definitely need a new computer.
My digital shoelaces are tied together.
Hello?
Yeah, everybody can hear you, so it's fine. You can't hear me because I think your headphones are unplugged or they're not working or something.
For the second time, Adam had to call him and say, your headphones are not working.
Yeah.
Plug them in, figure it out.
Or get some new ones.
Yeah, or Adam, suggest something else. You already suggested that.
Oh, my headphones aren't working?
So, well, I don't know, something's going on with your input or output or something, because people can hear you. It's fine, but
Is it on settings?
Could be. So yeah, go to settings and then audio.
Yeah.
What a great show.
What settings? What's your mic set at?
132.
So I think he misunderstood the question there. What's your mic set at?
Yeah. The input that...
Right.
Yeah.
Which mic is selected, not what's the volume of it. 132. And he even added his point. He's just like, I can't help this fucking guy.
132. But your headphones are plugged in. Everything's normal.
Everything's plugged in.
Probably just have to restart your computer. It's probably just something got fucked up in the settings. It happens sometimes. All right, then go to the little mic tab. What other? If you click that little down arrow.
Can you hear me now?
Jesus. So now he's got Adam on both things.
Can I hear you on the show?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Through the headphones? No.
Well, I mean, you can just keep going. It's not. People can hear you. It's.
Fun fact, this is actually how Pink Floyd recorded Us and Them.
Yeah.
People don't know that.
You're live. Everything's good. You just can't hear me.
Yeah, but I can't. Yeah, so I can't hear if you're in the chat, I can't hear you.
You're not gonna be able to hear me. No, because it's something. Otherwise, you can restart your computer. That should do it.
Reset it.
But I mean, if you don't need,
Jesus Christ.
it's fine.
Now we get the feedback going.
How has he made it this far?
This is insane.
Do you have a green screen you can knock over?
Of course, he couldn't hear any of that. It's just feeding back and looping. So that didn't work out well for our buddy KB. So he comes on the show at 4 o'clock. And I am public enemy number 1. He is now declared.
Yeah.
Did you watch any of it?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
I've been keeping up with it.
Well, what's odd is that he really picked up on the fact that I said he's fucking with my money. He told Stuttering John I was going to cheat him. I was going to rip him off. And my first thought was, anyone who thinks that way is someone who does that sort of thing. Mm-hmm. I didn't know why why would he associate me with ripping people off? I'm not known for that. I've never done that. So it was an odd thing for him to tell John that I was going to do that. So I go, maybe Kevin's projecting.
Yeah, it's
maybe
the most normal deal. 50-50 of the money we make.
So that got Karen very upset because then he starts going, Adam, don't I pay you? Bob, don't I pay you? And then today I'm watching and he goes, well, $500, that's a big deal to Carl. No. Stop changing what you said and what happened. You were negotiating on John's behalf after we already had a deal. I don't care if you told John he should get $200 up front.
Yeah.
John and I had a deal.
Right.
And you went in there and said, don't go on the show or change the deal. That's what I'm upset about. That's what everyone's upset about. And he keeps lying and saying that that's not what he did.
Right.
And we're upset because he was commenting on a video he saw.
And
just like we do.
If he didn't give John this giant windfall, then $500+ for John would have been a great deal for John. But you had to dump this, big payday on him where he thinks he's worth that now.
Right. So I paid John $560. John and I were on for about 70 minutes. Pretty good money. Yeah. More than a substitute teacher makes even in LA.
Yeah.
Pretty good money. Most people would be okay. Even OnlyFans girls, even fat OnlyFans girls, are like, that's pretty good. I'll do that.
Anybody except a entertainer that makes thousands and thousands would be happy with that payout for that amount of time.
It's good money. John didn't put that much effort into it, and he still got a payday out of it. And of course, I had to pay John long before I'm going to see that money, which is fine. Not complaining about it. But this whole thing, we're trying to create this narrative that I'm the one being cheap or that I was ever going to rip off John.
Oh, no, it's Kevin did you a favor by stirring up shit on his show. That was good for you. That's what he's saying now.
Well, okay. There's two things there. So he's saying he did me a favor for my interview with John, which luckily John still did the show. But I had to intervene. Alex Stein had to intervene.
Right.
Joey C says he intervened, whatever. So fortunately, we still got John to do the show. But no, Kevin had nothing to do with that show going as well as it did.
Correct.
It had everything to do with me. Everything.
Everyone knows that except Kevin.
But I will I'll give credit to Kevin for this. He's the one who got John back on the internet. The first time John came back on the internet since October of last year, he showed up on MLC, and I will never forget the day because I got the invite about 5 minutes before the show. So I'm like, oh shit, is this going to happen? I remember I went out to lunch with my parents that day. I go, yeah, I'm supposed to do MLC, but I doubt it. John won't show up. And then I get on and I click the link and there's John's. And you remember what he looked like? Mm-hmm. He was so gray. He looked like the ghost of Stuttering John.
Yeah.
And I remember seeing it like, holy shit, this is happening. So props to Kevin. Kevin paid the money, got John to come on.
You ran out on your
made
mom's
that
birthday party.
Yeah.
I gotta go.
Peace the whole world. So I got out of here. So props to Kevin. But since then, John's been a pretty loose gale around the neighborhood and does everybody's show and is on the internet 24/7. And we're all getting our fill of Stuttering John. I have
Oh my God.
very little to say about
tuned
Stuttering John
into it today. Back to his same old tricks with his same old jerk-offs, talking about the same old boring bullshit.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So
Just
you're
right
saying
back to being terrible.
His ticket price went down after the original KB appearance?
A little bit.
Just a little?
Just a little bit. You know, from $3,000 to $620 all in 1 week. So that's not great. But Misery Loves Company this week has been rough.
Oh.
His guest on Tuesday was a guy who wanted to be in the Whack Pack on Howard Stern. And the guy, now, as you guys know, Shuley was the one who ran the Whack Pack. He's the one who got all the interviews, who ran all those bits and all that kind of stuff. So this guy was trying to get on the Howard Stern show through Shuley. And Shuley, so what this guy does is he pulls his hair out. He pulls his hair out of his head and out of his face, and that's like his quirk. So Shuley went back and pitched that to Howard, and Howard's like, nah. And I heard Shuley.
How am I supposed to watch a guy pull hair out on the radio?
Yeah, like, oh, look at Baldy over here. Okay, fun. So I heard Shuley talking about this on the show today, and he goes, normally if somebody says they want to be in the Whack Pack, they're not Whack Pack material. You want people who don't even realize they're the Whack Pack.
Right,
Is what you want. So this is hilarious because KB brings this guy on, and I didn't get a chance to learn his name or care, but he brings this guy on because this guy's like, oh, I'm going to tear Shuley a new one. And Kevin doesn't realize that this guy wanted to be a Whack Packer and really had nothing to do with any of this. This guy presents himself as a comic who's done all these shows with Bob and Shuley and all this stuff. So the way this starts out, this is a longer clip, but it's so worth watching Kevin's face when he realizes that this is a dud. Because anyone who says, I got a problem with Shuley and I want to tear him a new one can get on Misery Loves Company right now. Or probably me too. Mm-hmm. If anyone out there is listening who doesn't like me, producer Chris, you could probably get on Misery Loves Company this week with that information. But this did not work out well.
Didn't you say you were mad? You let Joey C on, but you won't let me on?
Yeah. I was like, was I that? Did I sound that bad?
Well, wait, Joey C. But first you got to shit on Shuley, don't you? Don't like Shuley?
Well, like Shuley. Yeah, Shuley's okay.
Come on, you can't say you're gonna shit on Shuley.
No,
I let you on. You're like, no, he's okay. Who are you, Ray DeVito?
No, I didn't. Please.
Do you wish him well? That's all we need.
You guys are clowns. You guys all go to the Carl Charm School. Hey, you know what? Let's all get along while we're together. How about talk some shit and then fucking hang up?
You call a hack in the dork?
Huh?
The what?
You call a hack in the dork?
I don't even know what you're saying. Shit on Shuley.
It's not going well.
Bob.
Shuley got a little ahead of himself with the network.
What happened?
That's it.
And all that stuff.
Of course he did. That's old news.
What? Okay.
Mike Borchetti have a big head too? Come on, focus.
What did he do to you?
Right,
Tell me.
This is great.
He's a piece of shit. Go.
Well, when I opened for you and him, remember your old club out in Philly?
The what?
Bob, remember your
What
old club out in Pennsylvania?
This is going
The one I had years ago?
In the
Kevin's face says everything you need to know about how his show is going right now.
Yeah, right.
This is how it started. He's like, I can't fucking believe this is what my show has turned into. What is going on right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
I opened for you and him one night. So I'd opened for you and
Oh,
him
you
one
did?
night.
His jaw, his elbows covering his entire neck. He cannot believe what is happening on his show right now. He's dumbfounded. It looks like his screen is frozen. It has not, I promise you.
Yeah. Everything went cool. Everybody was fine and blah, blah, blah. And at first I had Facebook requested him. And like he never got back to me, like nothing. I thought that was kind of shitty. You know, I'm like, you don't Facebook friend me? Like I was, and then
Are you
years
fucking
later,
kidding me? He didn't reciprocate with your Facebook friend request, so you're like, this guy, I don't like this guy. I don't like this guy's jib.
even you answered me.
I thought you were going to comment hot.
Even you answered me after a while.
But he did answer you?
Tom can't
No,
believe
you
it.
don't say even you answered. Yeah, no, you just ignored me.
Who, me
Tell him
or
the story.
Shuli?
Oh, surely. Well, you too.
Tell
Surely. It was Shirley.
him the story about LinkedIn with you and Shirley. Tell Kevin that one. I like that one better.
Well,
Wow. That was the funniest reaction because you just see Kevin going, holy shit,
Yeah.
I booked this guy because Shuey didn't want to be his friend on Facebook.
That's the whole week so far.
It's not good.
The guest list is just a fucking disaster.
Yeah, I was watching today. He had Stevie Lou on, and I like Stevie Lou. He's fine. And then Ray DeVito pops on. It's just like, all right, here we go again.
Well, after this, people are begging for Ray and Stevie Lou, right?
Let's talk about Ray DeVito.
I remember when MLC landed, got on my radar, and it was hard because having to tune in, I don't subscribe to it, and having to catch it at 4,
Right.
knowing
You have to watch it live,
knowing to do that, it took me a while to get there. And then I find it, and it's just like, holy shit, $50, $100, $200 plus, hundreds of dollars of super chats rolling in. You're like, what the fuck? This week, fucking ghost town.
It's not as good. It hasn't been as
$5,
good.
$5,
Yeah.
$10.
They're reading $2
If it's
super
a
chats, I
20,
noticed.
And I'm just telling you the numbers, Kevin. I'm not taking you to task.
Right.
I'm just telling you what's happening, and I'm sure you know of it. But
Well, and I know this isn't Kevin's way, and people have told me, they're like, you're mad at Kevin for turning on you? I'm like, no, I'm not mad at Kevin for turning on me. I don't expect us to be BFFs. I never expected that. The problem is that he tried to thwart my interview with Stuttering John. He tried to fuck up my show that I've been planning for quite some time, and then lied about it the next day.
yeah.
That's my problem with Kevin, and I made it very clear in the last video, and Kevin's going, oh, what did I lie about? Well, you changed the whole history of what happened.
Yeah.
You won't just you won't be upfront about the fact you told John not to do my show. John comes on your show, and he goes, should I do a show with Carl? And he said, no.
And not to point out the obvious, but very much like Stut Show, why are you disputing stuff that's on video?
Right.
Why,
Yeah, it's really
Why
stupid.
bother?
Well, he's trying to convince whoever's still watching his show who's not paying enough attention to that, I guess. But it's only bringing more people over to watch my show because he's going, and I'm watching this video that Carl put out, and he's calling me a liar. I'm sure we got a lot of people going, oh, what's that video? Let me see what that looks like. So probably not helping his case when I show him saying what he said and then saying what he said the next day being very different from what he actually said. It's like, I laid it out there. It's pretty obvious. I'm no lawyer. I've been told I would be good at it. All right, so after this guy comes on and says, yeah, Shuey's not my Facebook friend, and that's fucked up, Kevin's got to save the show now. So Kevin starts telling the story about how he went to the Yankees game the day before.
Oh, yeah.
Him and his family all went to the Yankees game, and Kevin's got some hot takes about Yankee Stadium.
They don't even sell ice cream now. I mean, I went with my son to get some ice cream. We're walking all around, and then they had a milkshake section that was 50 people long. So I'm like, where's the ice cream? And then my daughter and my wife went looking for ice cream. They couldn't find it. I was like, who builds a stadium for summertime events with no ice cream stand?
Still scrambling.
It's a hot take. It's a pretty hot
Cold
take right
take.
there.
I did notice somebody super chatted a comment there that didn't get read. It said, Kevin wants to eat white stuff out of a helmet. And that didn't get read on the show.
That's funny. All right, so Shuli actually super chatted at this point because Shuli's watching this and going, holy shit, really? This is who you're bringing on to call me out
Uh-oh. Wow, great. Get Kevin. I may have to retire after this bombshell. This is like when
They couldn't afford me on that network.
This is like Carla complaining about Mike Boschetti when he's talking to a fucking a Cookie Monster, Tookie, Cookie Monster, and another fucking puppet, Chris the producer, another fucking Carl puppet. Jesus. Hacks. We don't read Shuley Network super chats anymore unless they're $50 or higher.
All right, that's fine. So you were about to get booked on the show. I apologize, producer Chris. Yeah, you are persona non grata now at this point. But I love the fact that he read that and realized he's been defeated, and Shuley's clowning him on his own show. So he's like, "Well, we're not going to read Shuley comments anymore
unless it's $50 or more."
I mean, what's the price of my dignity? $50.
Yeah, that's the price.
$49.99. We'll take that as well. And then this comment comes up from Jason Bentley, which says, "Jesus Christ, KB. Just when I get my shirts, the show has turned into this. $30 to bring back Compound Thursdays," which is referring to when him and Bob used to go over on Anthony Cumia's show on Thursday afternoons. But of course, Anthony's out of the Kevin Brennan business, as we all know.
A lot of people seem to be.
So if you thought things couldn't get worse, because they're bad, things are not going well right now for Kevin, watch what happens next when Kevin realizes he can't yell.
Thing is,
hit the like button, you cowards!
Fucking just sitting there with your fucking hands in your pocket.
I can't even yell because my son's friend is here.
I know. You gotta look like a lunatic dad. I know.
I told his dad I was gonna be doing a podcast, so I'll be home. So, but I can't. I don't know how crazy I can get. So I have to pick. I have to pick my spots.
Kids do ruin everything.
Wait around in the show because this happens a few times. So he's like swearing. He's like, "Oh shit, I shot." He's so concerned about his son's friend going, I don't think I want to hang out over at the Brennans anymore. Those people are fucking nuts. The dad's just screaming.
All the hot takes about play dates and ice cream.
Could you imagine? This guy's in his room for 2 hours. You just hear him screaming. He's all upset, and then he just walks out. And you're like, "Who else is in there with you?" "Oh, no one." "Oh, Jesus Christ."
Bob and douchebag.
Yeah, all right. Well, there you go.
Yeah, I mean, the comments are the only thing that are keeping the show alive. I clipped that clip that I sent of the MLC drop. I thought this one was pretty funny.
And Carl is a pompous nerd. Good take. He is a pompous nerd. Call this episode Pompous Nerd.
That's a pretty good take. Pretty good take. I have one more clip here because after he says, "I can't even yell or swear because we have friends over," I'm like, what? How could this get worse than this? Well, look who shows up on the fucking show.
I still think I saw it in the chat.
I'm going to go get more drink.
We got Joey C on the line.
Yeah, let's put Joey C
hold
on.
on.
This should get really...
Look at his new look. He looks gorgeous.
This should be a
Bob
disaster.
walks off the show.
All right. Joey C, fresh off his appearance with Stuttering John earlier this afternoon, now gets the link to go on with Kevin Brennan. And I thought this was a bit that he was doing, but I watched further and it was not. Look at how Joey C comes into this one.
Am I getting paid for this? Am I getting paid for this? Because I don't do shows unless I get paid.
Wow. Well, how much I got to pay you?
Send me something.
If that was the case, I would have asked that too. I didn't know that was the case.
Send me something. I've done enough free shows. Now I got Chad Schumacher, who I don't even fucking know, telling me I'm fucking garbage. Well, Chad, I live fucking 6.4 miles. I'll get my car right now. Meet you at Gale Mary Walmart. I'm taking my wife there after work, so be there. That's where I'll be. Okay?
Wait, so wait, Chad was saying what about what?
Okay. So now we're entering a whole new world where Joey C shows up. And I was watching Joey C on Stuttering John show, and he said something that was not true. He goes, "Yeah, Carl was calling me a scumbag. And that is not a word I use. I probably called him a retard."
Who are these podcasts?